Впечатления положительные. Если бы не легкое чувство усталости, все было бы гораздо лучше. Но открыть удалось. Первый тур удался во всех отношениях, в том числе и в качестве победы нашего гонщика, представляющего нашу команду. Поэтому настроение хорошее. Если до финиша все пойдет в том же режиме, как в спортивном аспекте, так и в технических, во всех остальных, наверное, будет неплохо.
So that's the two key elements of the challenge of Euromedia and myself involved in this week in Azerbaijan. And to be honest, you know, the way Euromedia have been preparing everything, you know, it's just for me very impressive. You know, I'm coming. I've never worked with a Ukrainian crew, production crew, and people have been working hard in advance. They built a real team of regarding the footages, regarding the guy, the cameraman, the camera crew on the bikes, on the helicopter, the crane at the railroad. We've got an amazing process, editing process on the finish line, and it's all the backstage process, which is really powerful. You know, it's very complicated because it's the first time for the country, for Euromedia, but for a first time, believe me, it's pretty impressive for us.
Go!
For this event we use two systems. One is from AMB with transponders. Each rider has a little transponder on the fork of his bike, and we get the signal as soon as they pass the finish line. The time we get is from GPS satellite, so it should be absolutely precise. Also we use a finish camera that's on the bus. It shoots up to 10,000 frames. Azerbaijan, I find it's an interesting country because you have very different climates and very different locations, and it is quite beautiful overall.
Hi, my name is Charlie Pitt. I'm from London, England. We are supplying the two motorbike follow crews. We have the cameras here. We have a frame on the back of the camera, on the back of the bike, which allows us to sit backwards. And this pack here allows us to get live pictures by the 3G network to back to the edit suite, so they can get live pictures in the edit suite.
Bikers actually they move between mountains everywhere where even the coverage is not really good. But using TVU technology, the Inverstat Max, we overcome this quality of service issue.
We can see, which is quite good, all live action, as you can see behind me. It's not something you can use to edit, but it's something we can use to take information from the race. And after that, when all the cards on which we are recorded are collected, we have already a good idea of what we want to show.
So we are in the editing room. It's an important room for us because it's where the highlights for the national TV and Eurosports, we give birth to the highlights in this room. So in fact, we've got all the different editing system. We've got 4 editing stations. The challenge is to deal with, because we have the chance to have many cameras. We have 9 cameras on the race. So they mainly shoot for 3 hours each camera, so at the end of the day it's hours and hours of footages. And so we have to ingest all those footages in all the different stations and to synchronize all the camera. And when this job is done, we have to build the story of the day, the story of the stage. I'm here with Eurosports cycling main producer, and he was just telling me, wow, such a great footages we get, you know, for a cycling race of this level, you know, it's a never seen. It's also to respect the timing and the delay we have, because every night at the end of the day we have to send through the satellite the 2 stories we've been editing, the 1 hour for the national TV and the 15 minutes for Eurosport, and we have some satellite delay to respect, so it's always all day long. It's like a run, not to be late and to be on time for this satellite, because we just have one chance to send it, so we have to be ready to produce a good story and to be on time for the satellite. And so that's why at some point during the day, you know, there's kind of stress in the room, but it's just the stress that we all have an eye on the watch, and because we cannot miss, it's impossible to miss the satellite.
Basically, you have such a big technical disposal for this race. You have 8 cameras every day on the race. You have one in the helicopter with filming all beautiful landscape and of course all races detail. You have a good camera in a van just in front of the race, which is, I have to say, quite unusual in a cycling race, because nobody ever put a camera in a car in front of the cycling race. And you have cameramen on motorbikes. Some of them are doing like live pictures, and they have to miss nothing, which is very, very important.
The biggest problems we have are the stages are 180 kilometers long, which is 4.5 hours. 4.5 hours with this on your shoulder is very, very difficult. But at the end of 4.5 hours, I need a very, very big rest.
Группа работает, не побоюсь сказать этого слова, на пределе возможностей и очень тяжело. Люди спят в среднем 2-3 часа в сутки. Особенность состоит в том, что каждую секунду нельзя предвидеть последующую ситуацию. У нас все меняется очень быстро. У нас каждую секунду поступают какие-то новые задачи, новые вводные, по которым нужно принимать быстро оперативные решения, и это очень сложно.
And one more difficulty Euromedia had to deal with, that it's not one editing room that we had 5 editing rooms, because we've been changing every day, and all the editing system, all the editing regie and server and etc. They've been following us at night, and every morning the guy was setting up again to get ready, you know, in the morning to start the day of editing. So it was incredibly hard for all the team because the days are long, the stress, and it's like a never-ending story. You finish to edit and you have to deset and then to move and to reset. But at the end of the day, you know, it was just easy, you know, and it was, yeah, on this point, you know, Euromedia was as impressive in the editing room as they were on the shooting places.
Мы решили обратиться к компании Евромедиа, потому что компания Евромедиа – это хорошая компания, которая имеет положительные рекомендации, с которыми мы уже до этого несколько раз работали на меньших проектах, правда. И я считаю, что мы поступили правильно, обратившись к ним.